Well, hello, everyone. My name is Cathy with Courage to Caregivers. Tonight, our theme is empowerment. That is the theme that we've studied over the last month. And our topic is empowerment. Go through what you go through. And it is a recap of everything that we've been talking about. So, this past month, we've looked at various topics of empowerment. In the first week, we explored recommit, don't quit. As caregivers, you know what it's like to keep going through the many challenges that you face each day. Just like the story of the little engine that could, you keep chugging up those steep hills no matter what. In those hard times, it's easy to dwell on things that are not going well. But if you make a habit to look back and see the progress that you've made, you can then see how far you've grown through adversity. And in doing so, you can recommit yourself again and again and again. Next, we talked about tapping into creativity. We know that it's in our nature as human beings to create, but we often put creative opportunities on the back burner because as caregivers, we just don't seem to have the time in our schedule for such things. However, we know that creative endeavors light us up, bring us joy, and allow us an outlet to let go of negative energy and then to release it. Creative pursuits like music, art, movement, writing, gardening, or even sewing push our imaginations to grow and make us feel good about our accomplishments. They enable us to experience a flow state where stress goes and relaxation thrives. Next, we learn to hold space for ourselves. As caregivers, you are present for your loved ones each and every day. But by also being present for yourself, you fill your own cup first, taking care of your own well-being. And when you do that, you can better care for someone else. Prioritizing your own needs is one of the most important things you can do. And creative activities soothe the soul. Finally, we learned how to establish healthy boundaries. In doing so, we establish limits or space between ourselves and others as a way to protect our time, our emotions, our energy, and our values. We are hardwired to please others, but saying no when we mean no is a gift to ourselves that is both necessary and empowering. And when we learn to say no, we are more able to accept it when others do too. We learn to bring awareness to sensations in our bodies so that we can look for signs that we're under stress and then adjust ourselves with breathing, meditation, movement, and deep rest according to our needs in that particular moment. We learn to strengthen our boundaries as we would strengthen our muscles. The more we practice, the stronger we get. Remember that we don't often choose our roles as caregivers, but we can thrive and strive regardless of how our story develops. And by growing through what we go through, we begin to write the next chapter, one that we choose to write. So carry on, courageous caregivers. You are doing an amazing job. And why is that? Because you are amazing. So let's do a little bit of breathing and meditation tonight. Let's get comfortable in our chairs, shifting the weight from one side to the other so that the weight is evenly distributed. Let's place the feet on the floor. Place the hands on the thighs or on the knees, and then bring your back body all the way to the back of the chair so that you can find a nice tall spine. Maybe taking those shoulders up to the ears and then letting them softly round down so that you're not holding any tension there. And before you close the eyes, we're going to revisit our breath of the month, Satali breath, which is the cooling breath, which is especially nice in the summer months because it cools the body from the inside out. So if you want to watch me, you're probably experts at it by now, but if you need to watch me, just keep the eyes open until we're finished with this breathing technique. And so if you remember in Satali breathing, we can do this two ways. If you are able to roll your tongue, we roll the tongue like a little taco and inhale the air in. On the exhale, close the mouth and exhale through the nose. Looking at this again, roll the tongue and inhale. Close the mouth and breathe through the nose to exhale. So it looks something like this. If you are unable to roll your tongue, and it's not a problem if you are, we are all genetically predisposed to either being able to do it or not. If you can't roll the tongue, then we bring the teeth together in a little smile and inhale with the teeth like this. And then close the mouth and exhale through the nose. Very good. So choosing either rolling the tongue or inhaling through the teeth, go ahead and make that choice. And let's take a few rounds of the cooling breath on your own at your own pace, just to get the body a little cooler. This also brings calm and focus because you do have to think a little bit about what you're doing here as we go through the steps. So I invite you to choose either one, and I'll give you a few minutes to do this. Beautiful. I hope you were able to get in a few rounds of our cooling breath, and I hope that your body is feeling a little more cool and calm. So now I do invite you to either close the eyes or keep them at a soft gaze, and we'll just do a little bit of breath awareness here. So now going inward, we take that journey, leaving all distractions on the outside. Breathing in through the nose, allowing the breath to settle down into the chest, the ribs, and the belly. And on the exhale, allowing that breath to filter back out, belly, ribs, chest, and nose. Just inviting relaxation in the whole body, one breath at a time. Knowing that if this is the first time today you've had a time to just sit and relax, I invite you to embrace that feeling, just being present for yourself. And knowing too that if any thoughts try to come in, that's okay. But we'll notice those thoughts without judgment and then gently let them go like a little breeze on a summer day. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Remember that you are not your thoughts. You are much more than your thoughts. So just allowing that breath to move in a wave-like pattern through the body, in through the nose, down into the chest, the ribs, the belly, out the belly, the ribs, the chest, and the nose. And that knowing no matter what storms lie on the surface of your life, no matter what is going on that surface, no matter how high or hard those waves come crashing, deep inside, we know that there's a place of calm that you can go and visit and stay anytime you need to get away with what's going on at the top. And we now know how to do that. You have the tools in your toolbox. So, as you are breathing here, I invite you to segue from our belly breathing and begin to breathe in any breathing pattern that would support you best, whatever your favorite one is, or just your own breath. You can change it up or you could just breathe on your own as you like. And while you're breathing, I'm going to read our affirmations for tonight's practice. I am strong. I have everything I need in this moment. I am learning to rest instead of quit. I am worth the effort. I have the courage to begin again. I have the courage to begin again. And so, embracing the words of our affirmations, bringing them into your heart center, gathering the meaning behind those words in words of empowerment, words in which you make your own choices in how to live your life, putting yourself at the top of your list. And then, when you're ready, putting that oxygen mask on those that you care for. Because you are important, you are special, and the world needs your light. So, just a few more rounds of breath here. Beautiful. And when you're ready, blinking open the eyes, coming back to the present moment. I hope that with each breath you were taking, you felt yourself going a little bit further into a more relaxed state of being so that you're a little more relaxed than when we first began. Let's do a little mindful movement tonight. We're going to relax the body. We know that if the body is relaxed, then the mind will follow. And so, just beginning here with some little rolls of the neck and the head, we'll just begin to take the head in a circle, going round and round. And do keep in mind that if you encounter any areas of tightness or tension, just go ahead and take those circles a little smaller. And at the same time, breathe into those tight places, inviting in expansion, ease, spaciousness. When you're ready, taking the head in the opposite direction. Really working out, smoothing out those tight areas. Good. Beautiful. Then bringing your head back to the center. From here, let's recheck our posture, making sure the back is against the back of the chair and that your spine is long, shoulders back, ears over the shoulders. You're nice and aligned here. Now we're going to inhale as we bring that right arm overhead. From here, we'll take those fingers to the left ear and just tip your head gently to the right side, breathing in, breathing out, opening up that whole left side of the neck. That feels so good just to take a moment and stretch those muscles that we don't use often, and we need to really breathe into that. Okay, good. Releasing, bringing the head back to center. From here, bringing the opposite arm up, taking the fingers to the right ear this time, tipping your head to the left side, And then breathing into the right side of the neck and shoulder. Just let all that tension go. Beautiful. Ooh, so nice. Good. Beautiful. Releasing and bringing that hand back down to your lap. From here, we'll do a little self massage. So we're going to bring those hands to the shoulders and start to massage, especially that area between the shoulders and the neck. We want to really make sure we work the hands into those tight places, maybe wiggling your head out around a little bit as you do, giving yourself all the attention you need. Good. Beautiful. I'm going to take my glasses off here. If you're wearing glasses, you might want to take them off. And we're just going to begin to work the pads of the fingers through the crown of the head. Just a little gentle massage here. Just rolling those fingers around on the scalp, the back of the head, and then taking the thumbs and working them into the little space back there. That is the occipital groove right at the base of the skull. Start to make little circles there on either side, giving yourself all the attention you need in that area. Good. And then index finger and middle fingers come together, and we're going to start to smooth out those worry lines in the forehead, making little circles here above the eyebrows. And then over to the temples on either side of the head, really rounding out those areas. We tend to carry a lot of tension right here in the temples. And then bringing those fingers down to the cheekbones. Perhaps you've been smiling all day. Well, take a break and just relax those muscles. And then over to the jaw, where the upper and lower jaw meet. The joint right there, start to take circles there. And then work your way down the lower jaw to the chin. And then place one hand on the low belly, the other hand on the collarbones, middle finger and thumb. And then just start to rotate the hand there, making little circles right at that space. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Relaxation station right here, right now. And you can do this yourself anytime you feel that you're needing a little extra loving care just for you. Good. Let's bring that hand down to your lap and take a few cat-cows. So we're going to be moving the spine, placing your hands on your knees. We'll move those hands towards the knees, lifting the head, arching the back as you inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Good. And then moving the spine in a little flexion and extension here to your own breath. Feeling the movement in the body along with the breath. Good. Beautiful. Coming back to center, we're going to start to shake the hands out, shake out the hands, the fingers, the wrists. Just really get all that tension, let it float away, float, float, float. And then arms, wiggling the arms. And then shoulders, get the shoulders into it. So arms moving here. Good. And then finally placing your hands on hips. Let's take some circles all the way around, keeping those feet on the floor and allowing the hips to open and receive the breath. Good, beautiful. When you're ready, moving in the opposite direction, moving around. Good. Beautiful. And then coming to stillness here, we're going to go ahead and do a seated mountain. So eyes closed, hands on thighs, rooting down through the feet, feeling the stability in your mountain pose, breathing into your resilience and your strength, grounding down through the feet and the sitting bones, grounding down all the way down to the floor. And then feeling your energy, your strong energy at the crown of the head. And imagine that you could breathe in and out of the crown of the head, allowing the air to come in through the crown, down through the head, the collarbones, the chest, the ribs, down into the pelvis and the legs, and finally the feet. Strong mountain. Good. Beautiful. Now we're going to take a moment and come up out of our chairs so we can move the body just a little bit more. I'm going to push my chair over to the side. And we'll find a standing mountain pose this time. So rooting down through the feet, arms at your sides with the palms facing forward, shoulders back, strong in the legs. Strong in that core. If we didn't have that core activated, we wouldn't be able to stand up straight. So lifting through the crown of the head, tall spinal column. Breathing in here. Inhale, lifting arms overhead, tall mountain, reaching through the fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale, chair pose, bringing your hands to your heart, grounding down through the feet, letting the weight sink back towards your heels. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, cactus the arms, drawing the elbows in, palms face forward. Good, bringing palms together. Inhale, rising, tall mountain once again, beautiful. From here, letting the arms float down to your sides, and then beginning to just sway from side to side, letting your hands and arms float freely, washing out anything that doesn't serve you right now. Just get rid of it. Let that negative energy float away. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Beautiful. And then coming back to center, we're going to place the hands on the shoulders, open up the arms, sending those elbows back as the ribs come forward, shining your heart, breathing in and breathing out. Good, letting your arms drop down. We'll float those arms up once again. Inhaling, exhaling, twisting to the left, letting the arms float down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist right. And do this a few times with the breath as you stay in your mountain pose, grounding down through the feet. Good. Just a little standing twist. Beautiful. And then coming back to center, let's try a tree pose. If you need to use a chair or a little table nearby, go ahead and make sure that that is close to you. We'll come into mountain pose again, grounding down through the feet, sending all of your energy there. And just begin to bring your awareness to that connection of your feet on the floor. Maybe take a little sway here, a tiny little sway front to back or side to side as you just really find that firm foundation in your feet here. And then you decide which leg is going to be the one that you balance on. When you've decided that, begin to grow roots through that foot. as you keep the body long and tall, bringing the other foot out to the side as you then take the heel to the opposite ankle, calf, or inner thigh, perhaps turning that knee out slightly, bringing that energy up through the midline of the body, perhaps bringing hands to your heart or lifting them overhead, bringing your branches out to the sides. Whatever your tree looks like to you right now, go ahead and find that. Remember, there's a chair nearby if you need to hold on. Beautiful. Feeling the strength and resilience that comes with your tree. Knowing that you can rely on yourself and others. Trees are never alone in the forest. They have a lot of friends to rely on. So grounding down and in. Beautiful. Exhale, bringing the arms down to your sides, bringing that other foot down to the floor. Shake your legs out, shake your feet out a little bit. And we'll repeat the same sequence on the other side. So good job, everyone. So again, sending that energy down into the feet, finding your tall spine, lifting through the crown of the head, growing roots into that balancing leg. We'll take opposite foot out and bring that heel to the ankle, calf, or inner thigh. And then find your balance through the midline. Again, choosing your hand position, position of your arms, and breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Supporting yourself as you need to, and bringing your awareness to the fact that it could feel different with this side. So it doesn't always feel the same on each side, and that's okay. So having that awareness is how we build our resilience. Good. Beautiful, strong, tall tree. When you're ready, releasing the hands down to your sides and letting that foot come to the floor. Let's shake those feet and legs out just a little bit. Hands pressed together, bowing to one another for all that hard work. And now I invite you to come back to your chair and get nice and cozy because we're going to have our deep rest right now. Good. So finding your seat or finding a place on the floor, whatever you've chosen for yourself tonight. Taking a moment to find your comforts, pillow, your blanket, your aromatherapy, perhaps your music. And then, of course, finding your comfortable position. Okay. As you're getting ready, we're going to be doing tonight a meditation that uses the concept of auras and different colors. And if you ever feel or experience anxiety or stress or feel overwhelmed, it's just kind of hard sometimes to remember that you are strong, that you are resilient, that you can go through things and come out the other side. So, this is an empowering guided meditation for anxiety. It comes to us from Compassionate Counseling in St. Louis. It is a rainbow aura guided meditation for empowerment and anxiety. So if you're laying on the floor, I invite you to ground down through your shoulder blades, making sure you feel that connection of your back body on the floor. Feel the length of your body on the floor. If you're sitting in your chair, grounding down through the sitting bones, in your feet, and just breathing, closing the eyes, and beginning to take that journey inward once again. So start with a couple of slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ah, maybe even sighing it out in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just do that several times as your body gets used to the rhythm of breathing in a slower manner. And then letting go of thoughts, just putting the thoughts aside for now. And taking this time for yourself for a little healing and transformation. Breathing in, breathing out, now breathing in your own unique pattern, whatever is most comfortable for you, as you begin to feel the body soften and settle and come to stillness. I invite you now to imagine a warm red light glowing at the soles of your feet like red glowing embers. This warm light fills up your feet and your legs. The part of your body is associated with grounding and connecting. Imagine that warm light running all through your legs, letting your legs soften and relax. This warm red glow. Breathe, be still, release. At the base of your spine, now imagine a warm orange light starting to glow. The base of your spine, your sacrum, helps hold you in alignment. Imagine this warm orange light, letting any tension just flow away from the body, while still glowing with a sense of calm and centeredness. Feel this orange light fill up the base of your spine and the base of your belly with a sense of purpose and confidence. This warm orange light. Breathe, be still, release. Now imagine in your belly and your diaphragm, right between your belly button and your chest, imagine a bright yellow glowing light. When you laugh, your diaphragm supports your lungs. Imagine this warm yellow as a joyful color, filling up the top part of your body with happiness and peace. This beautiful, warm, yellow, glowing light. Breathe, be still, release. Next, at the palms of your hands, imagine a nice green light on both sides, a beautiful, warm, glowing green light at the palms of your hands. Your hands reach out and touch the world around you. Think about how your hands can do so many things, digging into the earth, planting things, and letting them grow. Let that beautiful green light bring a sense of purpose to the palms of your hands, feeling that green energy in them. Breathe, be still, release. Now at your heart, imagine a nice blue light starting to grow and glow. Picture that blue light traveling from your heart up to the base of your throat, letting your heart become steady and slow, and allowing your throat to gently open. This blue light fills up your communication center, your heart, and your throat, from where you speak with a calm sense of depth and clarity. This warm, beautiful blue light. Breathe, be still, release. And now imagine a nice indigo light, bluish purple, glowing at the base of your skull. Just like a glass of water, imagine this indigo light filling up your head from the base of your skull and your jaw, all the way up to the top of the head. This light fills you with a sense of wisdom, sensitivity, and knowing. Breathe, be still, release as you bask in this beautiful, glowing indigo light. And now, all the way to the top of your head and in between your eyebrows, imagine a beautiful, glowing violet light. This violet light fills you with a higher purpose. It represents your awareness of yourself and everyone around you. It's your sense of perseverance and courage, that part of you that guides you through the challenges you face each and every day. This beautiful violet light, allow it to fill you now. As you breathe, be still, and release. Allow yourself to be here for a few moments, feeling this rainbow of colors throughout your entire body, feeling your breath and your muscles soften, and your heart beat steadily. And then imagine all of these lights: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, with all of their purposes slowly glowing and traveling throughout your whole body, rippling gently over your entire body, filling your body and brain with their gifts and their guidance, and feeling a sense of centered relaxation. Remember that you can call upon any of these glowing lights and bring them back to yourself anytime you need. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, all the colors of the rainbow. You are now bathed in this rainbow, awash in color of every variation and hue. Your whole body is relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed. Rest now. Breathe. Be still. Release. Very gently and very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the body, starting to wiggle the fingers and toes, maybe take a nice full body stretch, or give yourself any other movement that would support you as you come back to the present moment. Take your time and be gentle with yourself. Good. And as you are coming back, I'll read a few quotations from tonight's practice. You can just continue to stretch or roll over on one side, creating a little pillow with your head as you rest. From Arthur Ashe, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. From Oprah Winfrey, this is your moment, own it. And from Brene Brown, owning our own story can be hard, but not nearly as difficult as spending our lives running from it. Good advice all around there. So, as you are awakening and when you feel called, begin to press yourself back into a seated position. And we'll meet with hands resting at the heart. So, just one hand over the other so that both hands are embracing the heart whenever you're ready. Good. So, just allow the breath to come and go in and out of the heart center. Beautiful. Just giving yourself a little hug here as the hands move towards your body and away. Good. And then as we close our practice tonight, as always, the light that shines from within me honors and recognizes the light that I see shimmering brightly in each and every one of you. And we share that acknowledgement when we bow together and say namaste.